Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Note to Self. In today's episode, I want to talk about something that touches all of us, and that is forgiveness. So, forgiveness is one of the most powerful and sometimes the most challenging acts of love we can offer ourselves. And I say ourselves intentionally because forgiveness isn't about excusing or forgetting what someone did, it's about freeing you. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of the past, the heaviness that is no longer serving you in your life. So, forgiveness is the energetic clearing that allows for your heart to open again. When we hold on to energies such as resentment, pain, or anger, it's like keeping the door to our heart locked. We may think it's protecting us, but really it's blocking the flow of love, joy, abundance, and all the blessings that we want to reach us in our lives. Forgiveness is how we make space for life to move again. It's the bridge between who we've been and who we're becoming. And I feel called to share this episode specifically with you today because there's been so much fear in the collective. There's been a heaviness. And when there is fear, there's often protection mechanisms going up, right? That's our mind, our ego's way of attempting to keep us safe. When really there's so much power in softening and opening our heart to life, to everything that may be unfolding for us, because ultimately everything is unfolding in our favor. So back to forgiveness here for a moment. Something I've learned is that forgiveness doesn't always happen all at once. Sometimes it's a process. Sometimes it's unraveling. And sometimes it's a daily choice to release what no longer serves us. With all that fear happening in the collective, sometimes it's layers that need to come off. Some days I know that I've woken up and I've been feeling into that heaviness of the collective energy of fear. And I'll sit with myself, I'll clear energy, I'll meditate, I'll journal, and I'll transform that within myself. But then I might notice later in the day the fear circles back, or the next day the fear is back. Sometimes it is a moment-to-moment thing, releasing heaviness, forgiving what is showing up in our realities to create space for abundance and the beautiful blessings in life that want to flow through us. So there are so many layers to forgiveness. Right? We can forgive others, those who hurt us, those who betrayed us, misunderstood us, or didn't show up the way we hoped. We can forgive ourselves for the things we said or didn't say, for staying too long, for leaving too soon, for not knowing better when we didn't. We can even forgive life itself for the moments that felt unfair, the detours we didn't plan, or the losses that cracked our hearts open. So forgiveness doesn't mean that we approve of what happened. It means that we're choosing peace over pain. It means that we're saying, I will no longer carry this story as my identity. It is safe to let go. It is safe to release. It is safe to forgive and to expand your heart. So this is where Rose comes in. She is an incredible ally of mine, a plant medicine teacher, because she is a powerful ally of the heart. So Rose consciousness helps us release the heaviness that builds up around old wounds. Her energy is both fierce and gentle. She holds you in unconditional love while helping you soften what's been hardened. And when you sit with Rose, whether in ceremony, in meditation, simply breathing in her aroma, you can feel her frequency working through you. Just imagine a rose right now. Imagine its beauty. Imagine its coloring. Imagine its thorns. There's something powerful about her. And trust that power that you're feeling. As Rose helps you access compassion. She reminds you that forgiveness is not weakness, it's liberation. Rose teaches us that love is always stronger than pain. And that even when the most painful moments happen in our lives, they can become portals to deeper wisdom if we allow them to. So if you're feeling called to do forgiveness work, there are definitely a lot of ways in which you can begin. I've spoken a lot about Rose, and I have a course called Opening Your Heart with Rose, which is a guided dieta. This is a do-it-yourself course, and the testimonials for that course are, I feel, the best I've ever had of it. So many people move through a lot of my courses, and they say this one is their favorite one. That will be linked down below, and these practices are some of those which come from that course itself. So you can write a forgiveness letter. You don't have to send it. Just speak your heart, speak your truth. Let that energy move out of your body onto paper. Again, we want to just recognize stagnancy, resentment, heaviness as these feelings in our bodies that we have the power to release. You can also create your own rose ceremony, and I recommend, if you feel called to do something like that, to take part in Opening Your Heart with Rose. It's just going to guide you in a really safe and protected way, really taking care of your energy and understanding how to work with Rose, because she is gentle, yes, but she is also fierce in the way that she heals. It will be very powerful and empowering for you. You can also forgive through gratitude. So when you can find gratitude for the lesson that has occurred for you, even in the hardest moments of life, you alchemize your pain into growth. So I know for myself and the present journey that I'm on, grieving the loss of my brother earlier this year, there's been a lot of needing to forgive God and forgive life. I mean, I know that death is a part of life, but for me, I'd had to work through these layers inside of myself. And when I think about the lessons that grief has taught me, it allows for a bit more ease, a bit more spaciousness to lift off those heavy layers, put down that energy that's no longer serving me, and create more space for blessings in my life. So again, sometimes the hardest lessons, they can jam us up a bit inside. They can have us not feeling so good. They can have us waking up in fear, resentment, anger, all sorts of uncomfortable emotions. But coming back to gratitude can always support us in creating more ease to let go. Another practice is forgiving yourself daily. So speak gently to yourself. When old stories arise, remind yourself, I'm doing the best I can with what I have. I'm learning, I'm evolving, I'm growing, I'm transforming. We are ever evolving. We are ever expanding. We are multidimensional in nature. So just reminding yourself, right? Like if things are stirring up in your mind, let them go one at a time. Release, 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 clean, 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 and move forward. And next, another practice is forgiving life. So when things feel unfair, take a breath, whisper to yourself, I trust this too as a part of my unfolding. I trust that this is unfolding in my favor. This is happening for a reason. I might not be able to see it now, but I do trust I can forgive what's in front of me right now that feels very uncomfortable, and I can move forward. Overall, forgiveness is a practice of devotion, not to the past, but to your future. It's devoting yourself to your most abundant, spacious, beautiful, blessing-filled future. So if you've been feeling the call to work with Rose energy, if she's been presenting herself in your life, check out Opening Your Heart with Rose down in the show notes. She is your key to opening your heart, releasing old pain, and reconnecting to divine love. And I promise it's going to be such a powerful, beautiful, sacred journey with yourself. Opening Your Heart with Rose is a self-paced ceremonial course. It guides you through the process of connecting with Rose consciousness, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You'll learn how to hold your own ceremonies, receive Rose's guidance, and embody forgiveness in a way that truly transforms your life. So when you open your heart with Rose, you begin to see everything, even the uncomfortable bits, through the eyes of love. And that is pure alchemy. So if you have any questions about that, you can reach out to me. The webpage will be linked down below, and there are testimonials that are incredibly powerful. Again, of all my courses, this one is the one that I receive the most profound feedback from. And it's because there's no better journey than the journey back home to yourself. And Rose is such a powerful guide in leading you there. Sending you all so much love, and I'll be speaking to you again very soon.